Okay, idea today is to get outlets in this wall right down here, one over here. Then we're gonna work on the rest of electrical, close this in, probably get an outlet and switches here to control this whole room and kind of get back in order here. Got some of these boxes in place already and just gonna get through it today. Goal would be to close in these walls, outlet here, and then on the other side over there. Yeah, and just get this place back together. Let's get to it.
Look at those birds are going underwater to get the fish. You see them? The fish? The birds are under the water. They swim down to grab the fish and then they go back up.
I didn't know the dolphins eat fish. I thought they would like it.
Oh, they gotta eat something. They don't do it to me, they do it to survive. You know?
Those little poor fish.
There's lots of fish. How about trees that
All right, so you can see we got this. These are ran through each stud, coming all the way over to this new outlet. This is one way to do it if you're lazy and you don't want to get in the attic and fish take down, but these that are really shallow and a bad angle, I'm gonna get a plate to put right here, so if someone's decided to nail something in, it will deflect off this metal plate. So if your wires are shallow and you do this, be sure to get a plate like this guy right here. You want to put a metal plate here to prevent people from shooting a nail into there, into that. You're supposed to get these to the middle of the stud, kind of more like this one, but you know, the angles were hard. But that outlet's in. It's going to tie in over here with this outlet. Just gonna run this guy over in here, come back up, come to this, through the stud, and then go up through the attic there. But all right, let's go ahead and get started doing that. Okay, when you're running wire, make sure, it seems counterintuitive, leave a lot, at least 6 inches, and when you're just roughing in, tie a little bit of a knot. That prevents it from pulling out when you get drywall in or something like that, so you don't lose it this way. And then just stuff it in the box and save that for later. the ground wire is hot. Come on. Okay, for some reason we're hot. I don't understand why that would be hot. We're off now. I'm gonna connect them now. Alright, now those outlets are live. Shove this away from ground and neutral. Then secure this later. Cool. All right. There we go. What is the... Goodness. You're tight. Right about there. Press that switch over there. Go press that one over there. That's so funny. Stop it. Alright, so we had to grab power from these outlets down here up into our three-way, which is now our four-way. The way I had it before, we had power up at the lights up here. So basically it just wouldn't work. So basically you want power coming up into your four-way, your three-way switch. You run it over to a four-way switch over here, and then come to your last three-way. Always have to have a four-way between a three-way, and there you go. Not too bad once we get the power running into the start of the switches. Now we just got to get the chandelier one done, but all in all, it's going pretty well. Easy peasy. Okie dokie. So, got most of our outlets, switches in. This is the first time I actually did a four-way switch, which wasn't too bad once I got it figured out there. But just take you on a tour here. I know some of this is sloppy, but sometimes the best place to go ahead and grab power is somewhere that's really close, like here. Just diving into a close outlet versus doing all that attic crawling and fishing saves a little bit of time, and there's plenty of drywall work to be done on this project anyway. So all these outlets are live. They go ahead and they grab power from over here. Got rid of that switch, which was powering all of these lights up here. We actually converted that to a four-way. So four-way meaning, you know, this controls it, this one will turn it on, and finally this guy. Try to take you through that a little bit here in each little box to see, we'll just show you guys how that kind of works. Alright, in order to start these three-way and four-way switches, we have to grab power down here from this outlet, and what you do is you bring it up into this first box here. Now this first box, this is what's starting the three-way and four-way circuits. So show you what that looks like on the inside. I know there's a lot of time lapse, so we just blew through it. But what you do is the power, this is coming from the outlet, you bring your power in to the black screw here. So power comes in on this black screw on the three-way switch. Then what you do is you use your 14-3 wire. It'll have a black and a red on it. And so what's important thing is that black and the red, these are going to the other switches. So you put them on the travelers, which are the yellow screws here. So you got one yellow screw here and one yellow screw here. You can tie in your ground down here to the green screw here. And all the neutrals are just tied together and put in this box. What that does is you have power coming in to this box, and just so you know that these work, there you go. So let's go look at the four-way now and just see what the four-way looks like now that you know how to start your three-way switch. Alright, so these are the wires coming into our four-way switches. This is the wire here coming from our three-way switch that we just showed you, and this is our wire going to the next three-way switch. So they both come into this box together into our four-way switch, and we'll show you what that four-way switch looks like. Alright, so this is what the four-way looks like. You can see that there is a black and yellow screw on each side there, along with our green ground screw on the bottom. Pretty simple and easy to do, but what you want to do is you want to keep your red and your black here. They have to come from the same line, and they stick to their same colored screws. So these two are from the same line, coming from our previous three-way switch, and they both go into the yellow screws, as you can see here. And our black screw, these red, this red and this, or that black and this red, that is going to our other three-way switch. So you want to keep the lines together on their same colored screws. That's just how the four-way screw works. You don't want to put the black wires just on the black screws. That's just not how they work. And just so you know that this works, test it out. Now let's go look what the final three-way switch looks like. Okay, this is the end of the line here. This is the three-way switch, comes after the four-way and eventually sends power up to the light. You can see it has a ground, it has a yellow screw here, a yellow screw here, and then the black screw here. These are the wires sending power up to the light. Now you'll probably only have one. I had 14-3 wire in the wall already, so I just put red and black sending power up to the light. But it's important that the black and the red wire that are on both of the yellow screws here, those are my travelers. They go over to the four-way switch. If you don't have a four-way, these two will just go over to the other three-way switch. And then the black's sending power up to the light. So on the other three-way, you'll remember the black was bringing power in. This black at the end of the three-way switch circuit is sending power up. So pretty simple. Just got to remember that the wire going between the switches always goes on the yellow screws here on the three-way switch. Again, all the neutrals are tied up together in the box. And then, just so you know that this works, see if you can see it from here. But, all three of our switches are turning the lights on and off. So, pretty simple. I know it's a hard thing, but as long as you know you have power coming in on one, power going out on the other, and that's what the black screws are for, you can do your own 4-way and 3-way switch as well. One final thing I'll say on these switches, 4-way switch, super handy to have. However, if you're not comfortable doing the power, just better off not doing it. These are on and they're hanging out of the box here, but you can see they're kind of safe, they're grounded. You just got to know what you're doing. So, but again, with electrical, like anything else, if you're not comfortable, just don't do it. That's how you get in trouble. So this project's coming along. You can see, got the power coming in. I'm going to be stapling these, show you what that looks like. And that is going to wrap us up for the electrical part of this renovation. Not fun getting in the attic, but sometimes it's necessary. We'll staple all those off. End up patching that drywall because we grabbed power over here. And time to get going on the drywall now and start covering this place back up and making it look like a house again.